Kristen, and this is my video project for Mrs. Stattler's first period class. I'm going to be preparing a traditional Korean rice cake stew. This is traditionally prepared on Lunar New Year. First, we're going to be boiling this stew beef, boneless beef, good source of protein. And then later on, we'll be adding our compressed rice cakes, which are pretty much carbohydrates, some fiber, and then some sheets of seaweed, which is pretty much pure dietary fiber, as well as these green onions, good source of fiber as well. And then some classic dumplings, which contain pork, beef, vegetables like cabbage, onion, and leek. And also we'll add some fish, anchovy extract for taste. So I got this recipe from a family friend, and we don't have exact measurements, but we are going to approximate everything. So, well, first we're going to take a pot, fill it halfway to halfway point with water, bring that to a boil, then add all our stew beef and 2 tablespoons of the anchovy extract, fishy sauce. And then after that cooks for 30 minutes, we are going to add our compressed rice cakes, and then let this cook for another 5 minutes until this floats up to the surface of the water. That's how we know it's cooked. And then we'll add the rest of our ingredients, the seaweed, the green onion, and dumplings, and then cook that for another 5 minutes or so. So first, we are going to be washing our hands with warm water and some soap. So now we are going to take a pot and fill it halfway to the halfway point with water. Turn on the stove. Let that come to a boil. And then we're going to also put a lid and keep it on while this is boiling, and then after, we're going to turn it back on after we put everything in. Okay, so I'm going to be washing these green onions. And then I'll be chopping them like so. We are going to, oh, it's hot. Add our beef, like so.
Careful.
Fear.
No.
Why am I doing this? I did it! We're adding the 2 tablespoons of fish sauce right now. One. Oh, it's fishy. And then 2. Okay. Now it's time to add in the pressed rice cakes. So we are just gonna add these in. This has been cooking for a good 30 minutes. And we're gonna cook these for about 5 minutes until they rise to the top. Now we can see that the rice cakes have risen to the top. So now we're gonna be adding our dumplings and green onion. So now we're ripping the seaweed into shreds and then adding it to the stew. So now we're just going to cook this for another 5 minutes and then we'll be done. And now it's time to serve.